Good morning, beautiful people. Can y'all hear me? We gonna run this CS2 back. My mouth still fucked up, effed up. I don't want to lose my monetization, so I'm gonna keep it minimal. Right now I'm eating this soup. Oh my God, it's delicious. The beautiful Selena is in the building. Don't be surprised 6 months later we engaged. But keep that under wraps though. Salute to my guy Sherm. What it do, bro? My mouth swole, but I'm here though. At least I didn't get smacked in my mouth like CS2 back. Oh my God. We gonna run this CS2 back. You dig? Because she start right off the bat cussing. So I need 5 minutes to non-cussing. Oh my God. One more time. Did that take all 29? What are you talking about? Did what take all 29? The questionnaire? I'm just here for the mess. I'm just here for the mess. For the mess. Damn. Man, I'm telling you, my gums are swollen. Dice TV, my guy, salute. Why don't he have a Why he don't have a wrench? Selena, you slacking on your job. He was supposed to get a wrench. Why you didn't give him a wrench? I'm gonna blame it on her. It's all on her. She did it. I don't know why she didn't give you a wrench, Dice TV. I told her. I told her to do it. I did. I told her to do it, bro. She don't be listening though. I got it though. I got it though. She don't be listening. She can tell you high, but not give you a wrench though. Ain't that some shit? Good morning, beautiful people. Today is Pay It Forward Monday. We're gonna run this one more time. CS2 back. And we're gonna get to the content. I'm blaming you. You in charge of the wrenches. You the one that's a Home Depot supervisor. You know where all the wrenches are. She said I'm slack, but I delegated the job to her though. But I'm lacking though. This is crazy. God damn, this so good. I should run this one more time. CS2 back, but I ain't gonna do y'all like that. Bruh. Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome to Stand on the Media. If this is your first time or you've been living under a rock, I went to the dentist Friday. Had to get some much needed work done. Dental care is always important. And my mouth flamed. I'm a lot better though, but it's still the paperwork says like day 3 is like the most intense today for the swelling. So I'm gonna be a trooper and I'm gonna rock through it because I love going live. I love chopping it up with the people. I hated not being able to go live and chop it up with my people. I love this shit. In the words of Beast, I love this shit. I love this shit. So yeah, I said, man, we gonna do it today. And they gave us some great content last night to do this too. Selena didn't give my man a wrench, but it's okay. I gave it to him. Just make sure we don't make that mistake no more. Could we get somebody in HR to write a formal complaint on Selena for me, please? I would appreciate it. I hire people to do that kind of. Oh wow, okay. Well, she's hiring people while I'm hiring her to do a job. Wow. And she puts that on the record. Can we get somebody to write that down? Also add combative. She's being combative. She's being combative. Bruh. Yeah, what it is though. What's up? It's day 3. Smoke a blunt. Yeah, man, I ate my edibles. It's Pay It Forward Monday. Damn, don't make me have to say all this stuff. Y'all know what Pay It Forward Monday is though, right? Can somebody like, it don't have to be long, briefly put it in the chat so I can pin it. But we pay it forward today. An act of kindness for somebody random, doesn't matter, stranger, homeless, has money, I don't care what it is. Just do an act of kindness out the kindness of your heart because you can and you want to. And it doesn't have to be financial. A compliment, a poem. You can buy them lunch, pay it forward. The next car at the drive-through when you ordering your coffee or whatever you're doing. Just do an act of kindness. Just pay it forward. That's what today is. Salute to everybody. Suffering succotash. You dig it. Oh my God. Yo, this is crazy. But I'm still gonna rock it out though. You know what I'm saying? I'm a trooper. Damn, this soup is good. But listen to me. Are we at the 5-minute mark? Yeah, I think we over 5 minutes, right? We over 5 minutes. Y'all talk to me. Bruh. I just wanted to kill 5 minutes because she starts cussing right off the back. But man, this content was really interesting. It was really, really interesting. I'm telling you that right now. Very, very interesting. Gloves were off. She sounded a little nervous though, but I will say that she made some real good points, and I'll point those out throughout the content. But one of the points that she did make was, "You're making a big deal out of me being a mistress." Yeah, a mistress. But you are too. You're married, and R&B is your side chick. So yeah, how are you pointing out my imperfections, and you got the same. So I love that point. But nevertheless, let me shut the hell up, finish my soup, let my mouth heal, and we're gonna get to the content. I'll catch y'all on the other side. Let's go. At any time. And let me know if y'all can hear it. Press 4 now. Press 4, girl.
We're going live. I was waiting to hear from Luce. He's calling right now. Baby.
I do want to point out, who is the screen ornament? I've never heard of this guy. Who is he? Because as of right now, he's a screen ornament to me. Because I don't know who he is. What does he do? What am I missing? Somebody tell me in the chat. Thank you.
Hey. Where have you been all day? I've been waiting for your call all day. I almost canceled our live, but I was like, you know what, frigate. I would still come on live and, talk about all the nonsense that's been going on all this week. But you're here. You was locked down? I got a feeling.
Bruh. Thank you, Selena, for putting that in the chat. Thank you.
The audio sound kind of off a little bit. Can't really hear.
I don't know. No, I gotta get me a mic for this computer so I can get these calls so you guys can hear the calls. I don't know how else to do it. Maybe if I have like a headphones or something. I'm gonna get me a headphones. Headset. Yeah. But nonetheless, right? So you're good now. You guys are locked down. That was the problem.
Bruh. Bruh. Bruh.
Today we are setting up this Chick-fil-A employee. Bruh. Anything you want.
You can take any item you want. I'll go get it.
Jesus. Because, I normally hear from you at least, 5-10 times a day. And this is the first call. So you made it happen for this live. Y'all, the reason why we were late, I was a little worried. I was like, okay, I haven't heard from him all day. I didn't know what was going to happen. That's why I even changed the thumbnail to just us, because we were just going to talk about what's been going on all week. But yeah, connect is directly into the computer laptop. How do you do that with an iPhone? Tell me how to do that. I'm gonna do it next time. Honey, so much has been going on. People are still running their mouths. Wack trying to take credit for so much things that he didn't do. He trying to act like he played you and just ran you for a bag. It's so much nonsense. I like. Can I have permission to cuss his bitch ass out, because I really want to call him a bitch. Can I call him a bitch? Okay, Wack, you are a bitch. 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 Now I'm calling you a motherfucking bitch.
Dice okay? TV. That's a great idea. Right, we're going to get on that. Me and Selena, like we will put that together. Those will be on the way. Like stand on the meeting.
The fuck? Now I'm calling you a motherfucking bitch. I got permission from my man.
And so thank you really for putting that in the chat.
I'm gonna really go in on you.
That's a good idea.
I told him to spare your woman, but at this point, all gloves are off. All gloves are off. And R&B know all the stuff we talked about. You may think you may acting like you ran this play and all the calls that she made. No, you didn't, boo. You just trying to cover it
coming
up.
soon. Last night.
Damn well you couldn't control that.
This was last night.
Loyal. I got videos she sent me that she sent you crying. All right. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. And it's not no recorded phone calls that wasn't known. It was video she sent.
And I'll tell you this, Dice TV, and I'm not going to stop it again, I promise. If we do put it together and we make a few dollars, you will get a finder's fee. Remember I said that. Let's go.
To me. So let's talk about it. Bitch. Talking about like you was planning this. No, you wasn't. You got in your motherfucking feelings and you wanted to try to turn on somebody that actually was loyal to you. Yeah, y'all got into y'all things. That's why I said you acting like a mistress, because you acting like a bitch. Huh?
Yeah, his attack was unwarranted because you said if I'm a bitch, you a bitch. So that means he called you that first. My bad, I know Luce
Call me
talking.
a bitch first. What are you talking about? And ain't nobody asked you for no diapers. Ain't nobody asked for none of that. Okay, you offered it. I'm gonna play that video too, because when you said it, it was at our baby reveal. I got the video of that too, boo boo. You want to act like, oh, the boy, you the one that said that. And truth be told, immediately when he said that, I said we're gonna have to talk business. Ain't nobody doing nothing for nothing. Talking about who am I? Who the fuck are you?
Bruh.
Shit, you ain't nobody too. Trying to act like he's a nobody, nigga. Please.
That boy got out of character heavy.
Yeah, but we
Bruh.
got more money than him. We got more property than him. We got more business than him. What do he got more than us? Nothing.
Clearly, if we paid you, clearly you see where the power is at. Clearly, if you're talking about, oh, I played them for 75,000 and I played them, and boy, bye, shut the hell up. Don't let me show them receipts.
Bruh.
Shit crazy. Now all of a sudden
you own nothing, and no, you did not set up nothing but 2 interviews. You were not in control of nothing else but 2 interviews. Everything else Luce got, and you were begging to be on those. Let's not. You know, Canon has everything documented. Okay, and the people who set it up requested him, and I can call them and get them on here since you want to call in and get you some guests and set some shit up and act like a bitch, siding with an op bitch. I'm gonna keep calling you a bitch. What's my favorite word, bitch? Shit.
he talking, right?
Yeah, he's talking. He calling somebody.
You know, it's crazy how to expose.
Run up on women. How about we run those playbacks when you over there talking crazy to your own woman? If you can't respect your own woman, I can't expect you to respect me. So I already knew that was coming. Because best believe I ain't taking that shit. Only because of him, I bit my tongue. Only because of him, I bit my tongue. Not because you got pictures of my miscarriage. What kind of bitch ass nigga want to talk about a woman's miscarriage that he got?
I'm sorry, but that was one of the points I wanted to make. Ooh, that soup is hot, but good. That is some bitch nigga shit. And I ain't see no people really call that out. Why are you even speaking on something like that, bro? Nigga, that is bitch nigga shit. If I heard a nigga around me say what he said about that, I'd have smacked him in his fucking mouth. He'd be talking like me. Oh, my mama. Nigga, that is fuck nigga shit. And that nigga really said that. Put her business out there like that. I can't believe people don't be calling this nigga out on shit like that. I'm talking about the upper echelon people. That was out of line. Straight up.
A picture of my panties. What the fuck you
That's weird as fuck.
For? You mad weird, yo. Who the fuck saves a woman's blooded panties in their phone?
That's
you are a
shit.
Bitch.
He probably never mind.
That don't hurt me? No, sweetie, that don't hurt me. That actually makes you look like.
No, Dice TV, nigga, you got that coming. Because a year later, we don't want to hear you suing us and shit because we didn't give you your finder's fee for giving me the ID. No, I'm just playing. No, but Dice, don't trip, bro. We got to get there first. But when we get there, I'ma holler at you.
Like a jackass. You look like a ras flat jackass.
For real. And them exposers, they should have had so much to say. They should have said it when Luce was on the stage with them. You feel me? That's just weird. The way that boy Ghost or whatever turned up so hard all of a sudden. He the Tekashi 6ix9ine. What the fuck is you jumping out the window on?
And then he
That's
going
crazy
around
as hell.
Take this picture that you're a snitch, your paperwork don't get released fast enough, and a this and a that. What? First of all, our lawyer's still working on our continuance. That's why it's not with everyone else's, because his continuance was not there yet. You want to know why? Because they probably don't have a Ross Clark case on him. There's nothing in the audios that they have. All those 20,000 wiretaps, not one call has Luce Cannon's voice on there. Not one. So let's get your facts straight, Mr. Exposer. The only person who's about to get exposed is your bitch ass.
Already out there. I ain't gonna lie. They on him. They on him heavy. The CS2 back shit is coming back around. Everybody wondering how he getting this information. All of it, he's privy to all this stuff. Is it's got to be where there's smoke, there's fire. That's all I gotta say. You feel me?
Well, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, listen. If I have no paperwork, no nothing, I'm supposed to.
We can't hear him.
What paperwork is supposed to be shown? What paperwork is supposed to be
He said some real bullshit. He had no like real hard facts. He just said some bullshit, like one of the plays that he always running. You feel me?
Listen, at the go ahead, honey, talk, because you only got so much time. I'll speak my mind later.
Yeah, we can't hear him though. Damn.
Nine tablets of 100 milligram generic Viagra for $7 from Friday Plans.
Bruh.
I thought it was a scam, but I was wrong. Friday Plans may.
you see how it was so hard and so tough. They be trying to do it when I'm right. But when I get out, whatever, we'll see if all the chit chat it's gonna be none of that. They're gonna be quiet. They ain't gonna be doing none of that stuff. It's gonna be filthy. Not trying to go to the grocery store, not trying to go to the gas station, not trying to go to the liquor store because they know they're gonna have to bump into me. It's gonna be the same as that thing.
Honey, they saying they can't hear you. So I'm gonna have you call me after this live and pre-record this, and I'm gonna play it for y'all in a video right after we drop this. Baby, I love you. You got 10 seconds. All right, I'll keep you posted.
No, stay up, homie.
Sweetie in the chat, he said. Put Sweetie in the chat.
Sweetie.
Listen, y'all. Listen, enough is enough. I've held my tongue long enough. He want to call me Big Back. That's why your bitch ass is a bubble butt. Want to call me Big Back? Yeah, call me Big Back. I got a fatty. Okay, I got a real fatty. Shit, what you talking about?
We need to get that girl that exposed them. Get her back. What's her name? I forgot. That had him butt naked on the bed.
Listen, you don't even understand. They're all hitting me up in my DMs right now. They're hitting Hoodlum up in his DMs. You don't even understand. Y'all want to talk
Dice
about
TV, that's the bet.
Sweetie, you
Get at me. Let's work.
You should have been smart, Mr. Businessman. Stop showing your dick in a car, pulling over, calling them early in the morning, want to jerk off on FaceTime. You got a sex problem.
Wow.
Little ass dick. I seen your dick. It's small. No wonder. You got little dick syndrome.
Yes, Charm. Yes.
Why you yell at females.
Yes.
Now
He sent that. He sent that to Wack.
He went, and that's the thing.
Stay with your bitch ass so long when you don't do nothing for her but give her headache every fucking day. Imagine she used to call me crying, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, R&B, but I'm gonna have to tell it because your bitch ass man is over there trying to run some bullshit and want to lie in my motherfucking name and want to go talk about period panties and this and that and the third. Oh, okay, you are guilty by association. You are, what do they call those? A target by association.
Casualty award.
What the hell you want to call it?
Bruh.
I don't give a shit. I don't
Victim
give a
of war.
shit.
Collateral damage.
War, like you want to say.
Bruh.
It's war. Okay? It's war.
R&B.
I don't need our phone calls. Because, you sent me, Charisse, if you post anything I didn't give you consent, I'm going to go to the police. Yeah, because you know what you told me. You know you told me everything. You know you told me everything. That's why he can't even marry your ass, because he's still married to Kimberly. You know he told me everything.
Yeah,
All
he jumped into that quick too.
You hit the phone under the bed, and you heard all that shit when you was at the store. You got into
Exactly. So how is the pot gonna call the kettle black? Boy, you in the same situation as they are. You still married to Kim, bro. You just like them. The only difference though, in Wack defense, they didn't run a fake marriage. Like that's crazy. Like really crazy. But if you look at it from the standpoint of these are reality TV people, then it's like, okay, well, I get it.
it. Best believe I got all of that. All of that. He's a pure embarrassment. You want to talk about my man and what he doing and all this and his problems with his ex situation? Worry about yourself. You over there running content, going with a bitch because what? Because you a bitch too. You doing bitch shit. I don't know if I'm gonna make money off of this live but I don't give a fuck, bitch.
He caught a hissy fit for real. He caught a hissy fit.
Straight up. And then you want to go call academics and say, don't run your stuff. Who gives a shit? Academics is gonna run what he gonna want to run. And if he don't, then I know he got something on his ass. Because that's what he do.
Yeah, I'm sure he do.
How you gonna have another man if you grown and tell you what to do and how to run your business? The hell? You supposed to be an unbiased reporter or whatever, blogger or whatever you want to call it.
Journalist.
Bruh. How you gonna let another man tell you how to run your shit? Friends, y'all ain't friends. Do y'all go hang out?
On him.
Luce was more of a friend than he was, and look what he did to Luce. So best believe you're gonna see what he do to you. Because that bitch is in my fucking delivery room, but won't talk all this nonsense.
That was another point right there. Let me point out, because I know this is entertaining and content to us, and again, please work with me, because still healing. But think about that though. Wack pretended to be the godparent. He went to the hospital. Things like that are sacred are supposed to be sacred in our lives are not so sacred anymore. He pretty much made a mockery out of that. Now, is this all content? Was it for content? Was it to make y'all think that I'm really locked in with y'all? I mean, that's diabolical. I know Wack is gonna say, nigga, that's the part of the game. Get over it. That's how it go. You play the game, that's how it's supposed to go. But no, it's not. That's a choice that you make. It doesn't have to go that far. There's supposed to be lines and boundaries that you shouldn't cross as just a human being, right? I know we all have different thresholds when it comes to what those lines are. But I would think pretending to be someone's godfather to their baby would be up top of the list, at least for me. Now I know my integrity is way higher than what Wax is. I know that. That's a given. But if I'm thinking about just the basics of people with integrity on what they would deem as lines that I wouldn't cross, I still would put that up there in top 3, top 5 of the things. So I want y'all to listen to the type of person that is. We're gonna play Scandalous Los Angeles video after this because it pretty much explains what I'm trying to say in a perfect way, because he breaks it all down on the different people lives that Wack had been involved in, that he ruined, that he single-handedly systematically destroyed by being this informant for the government with no regards for anything. Their families, them, the lives that were ruined because of what he's doing, All because, and I keep saying it, to save his ass. He got busted with guns in Wheeler, Texas. That's the only case we know about. But my gut tells me there's something else that we don't know about, that we think we know it all, but we don't, that got him where he's at today. Because he couldn't stand on his square. So when he's running around here masquerading and parading around as this gangster who stands on the square and then throws the 48 laws of power in people's face and say that's part of the game. There's a lot of people that played the game and played the game right. And they didn't do half of what this nigga is doing. He's a move the goalpost type of ninja. He doesn't care what the truth is. He will explode the truth, break it in a million pieces. That's not what he cares about. It's what he can get you to believe. And he's playing for keeps. That's why somebody labeled him one of the most dangerous people in hip hop. Because he doesn't care. There is no limit to where he would go to tear somebody down, to destroy somebody, humiliate them and their families, take everything that they own and have from them. There's no limit that he will go, that he will not go. There's not a limit. And if you don't know that by now, then you need to get out of the race, because you are clearly lost. If you don't understand what he is and what he's about and what he is attempting to do every day that he's free, then I don't know what the F you've been doing with your life. Why are you even here? You need to go cover sports or something else. Let's get back to it.
For real. I ain't never see a man go at a female online like that. It was just like, what the fuck? That shows a trait of a female to me. That's just me personally, though.
Oh yeah, I got to click. I didn't read what he sent me.
I can tell you right now, because I got the phones. I got everything. So I got all the stuff that was going on. I got all the times when he's begging Cannon for money. I have all the times when, listen, it came out of our bank account, the one that I control. Why? Because my husband's, he's not really good with money. He'll go gamble 20,000 in 30 minutes. That's how he is, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Uda in the building. Salute to Uda. Salute to my bro. Because now he got me thinking about doing a poll every time I go live. Thank you for that, Uda. It's fucked up. That's tattooed in my brain now. Do a poll. As soon as I go live, I hear Uda, do a poll. Salute to you, bro. I appreciate you. Real talk, man. Again, today is Pay It Forward Monday. All I'm asking for you to do is pay it forward with an act of kindness. It does not have to always be money. It could be a favor, neighbor. Grass needs to be cut. They don't have the tools to do it, the time to do it, but you do. Do something for them out of the kindness of your heart. Do it because you can do it. Do it because you want to do it. Somebody in front of you or behind you and you want to pay for their food, beautiful gesture. Whatever it is, do something nice for someone because you can and you want to, not because you have to. Let's get back to the content.
Best believe everything comes into my account. Why? Because I'm the responsible one of the bunch. And why? Because that's how we run our household. My husband goes, he makes the money, we make money together, and he says, baby, you take care of everything. That's how it's
I see the dice. I'm gonna look at it right now.
My girl do too. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. So best believe all them transfers and all those payouts and whatnot came from my account. So I got all the receipts. So please stop with the narratives that you ran a play and you made 75,000. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You've been thinking you was gonna make millions off of this network deal, but Cannon played your bitch ass, and you wasn't making shit because you weren't worth that. You brought nothing to the deal. Nothing. Cannon brought everything. All you did was introduce. You are just a referral, and you got paid for your referral. Ain't nothing else you did. He made his own name. He was his own character. It's like someone saying, this actor went on.
Steffi Weffy, good morning, beautiful. Thank you for putting that in the chat for me. I definitely appreciate it because it's hard for me to really say it. Pay it forward Monday. Thank you, Steffi.
VH1 or Paramount or whatever, and I made them. No, they did. You didn't. Their talent made them.
That's a fact.
That one particular thing, and that was it. Everything else was going on through them. Every other thing he did.
Party time.
Bruh.
Wow.
You're a fucking extorter. And best believe we got all the extortion things that you've done. You think Big U is bad and all the check-ins, honey, you just as bad. And if you want to go and try to give Cannon a case, I'm going to give you a case too. And yes, blame me. I'm going to call the feds on your bitch ass. Okay, you want to do terrorist act? You know, terrorist acts can actually get you caught up in the feds, right? Did you not just see that artist that did a terrorist threat and got locked up? You did a terrorist threat on me talking about you want to blow up my house. That's a terrorist threat, sweetie. I believe they're already investigating. Best believe they are. And now you're talking about you want to get this money and that money, or you're going to blow something up, or you're going to do this. That's called extortion. If you want to run real business, you get your business people like your lawyers or whoever you got to contact mine. Okay? Anything else further? Don't talk about it, because you just get yourself in more trouble. Okay? Just like you extorted Oscar de la Hoya and all these other people. Yes, we know it all, sweetie. We know it all. Just like you try to extort big Nipsey Hussle with that video. We know it all, sweetie. We know it all.
He talk about it, and it's bold the way he talk about it. Make me think he got other protection, from the authorities. The way he talk.
The protection is running out. It's running out.
The wrong one, huh?
Listen, it's running out, and best believe they can go ahead and do what they want to do and say all these things and try to run my husband down the mud. It's not going to change anything. He'll face what he has to face, and he'll deal with it. And so here we will too. And best believe I'm gonna be Miss I don't know what you want to call me, Betsy or whatever. And I'm gonna go and do what I got to do as a civilian.
I hear you, shit. I hear you. But the boy slick. I don't know how he dodged all this stuff, the gun case over here, to this or that, and he's still clean as a whistle. He able to talk how he talk about.
No jumper thing on my husband, sweetie. You were there too. You were accomplice too.
Right there. He backed up.
You brought the watch back to no jumper. That means you were in possession of a stolen property. Whether you bring it back or not, you didn't give it to the police. You gave it to the building. That's not turning in evidence. That's just showing that you're a part of it.
I don't think nobody gonna deny that he wasn't a part of that. You know what I mean? Them dudes pulled up to talk to Wack. Luce being who he is, he handled it like, I get like shit. Pull up to my business looking for me on some hostile stuff. It might,
You're thinking it's cute. Oh, I've turned Luce's friends against him. Who gives a shit? That's their loss. That don't do nothing for us. You can have all of them. Thank you. You just made them look like a fool. Poor Gizzy didn't even know he got caught up in a trick bag. He just went on a whole interview and freaking told on himself. What an idiot. What a straight up idiot. Who does that? Yeah, I was there. Who the fuck would just go say I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. That wasn't me. You're stupid. And we try to protect and help people and say, hey, this is not the right thing to do. This is the wrong, don't be careful. Like, we've tried to warn Gizzy, because I know Wack was already slimy and shady from way back when, right? He kept saying, I'm trying to help Luce. No, you're not. You're just trying to discredit him because you was mad that he was, blowing up and doing what he was doing, and his hard work was paying off. Mm-hmm. Yes, look at Charleston White. Look at all these other people. It's not to say people are not attracted to positive content. They like drama. They like bullshit.
Yeah,
Cannon was with the bullshit. He was with the shit.
And that's why he was thriving on this internet shit. You feel me? Coming up, his name moving. That's because of him, though. The shit he was doing. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
In the Bible they say the Lord will bless. What was it? The Lord will bless something and a fool. I forgot what the scripture is. I don't know if y'all can help me out here, right? The Lord will bless something and the fool. My husband could be the fool and he's gonna be blessed. Be the biggest fool of them all and be blessed. Okay? Y'all want to act and wonder why things happen the way they happen because of that. All right, children and
Yeah, I know it's hard for devils to remember scriptures out of the Bible. I think Jesus talked to her right there at the last second. Yeah, it's babies and fools. Babies and fools. And y'all two are fools for trying to deny that Gigi's baby was Luce Cannon's baby. But God does take care of babies and fools, and I would put both of y'all in both categories. Let's go.
fools. Thank you so much, She Challenge. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. The Lord will bless children and fools, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Understand that. Understand that.
I don't think Luce a fool at all, though. I think he's smart. I ain't gonna lie. And yeah.
No, people come up sometimes and do some crazy stuff. Don't
He
let no
act a fool when he turned up or whatever, but I mean, like,
times.
yeah.
But the Lord blesses babies and fools. Come on, we know this, and that is why he continued to say, "Be blessed, no matter what, no matter all the things." Listen, people do things. People have, are not saints. I kid you not. The one that's maybe closest to Jesus is not the saint. Is not the nun.
Mm-hmm.
It's the sinner.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
It's the killers.
Crazy as hell.
That those are closer to God. You know why? Because the Lord is holding you dear and holding you close to get you right. It's Sunday, so that's the only reason why I'm bringing up.
You're right though. You're right. It's funny how quick he switched. That's all I'm saying. Like he felt the way when he thought you said something about him contributing to Luce, and now it's like then he jumped out the window about the little bitch shit. But it's like, okay, now
he had a vendetta already. His first reason of being upset now turned into the whole Mistress comment. It was a joke. You can't take a joke. Let me tell you something. He could joke and say all kind of things all day long, but then when it comes to you, it's so serious. You called me a mistress. Boy, bye. Sit down. You can't take a joke. Everybody.
Boy, bye. She's a call me a mistress. Hey, I was dying when she said that last night. Oh my God. Hey, my motherfucking mouth was really hurting on this whole look. You say your head was hurting. I hear you, Queen, but this shit was Comedy Central. All last night I was dying. This was full fun edition. Because she went all the way in while trying to stay in character at the same time. Let's go.
He knows you got a fucking dick in your pants. Like, stop. But really and truly, now I realize why. Because the dick is small. He ain't really got no dick.
Bruh.
yeah, and then you try to cut off the water,
channel,
whatever, and cut off the connection.
Let's go.
This is probably, and it's not even that wide.
Talk your talk.
It gets, y'all.
What was that? An airwick? Oh my
they
God!
They were not friends at all. As Wack trying to cut Luce's money.
My man sidestepped that shit. He know if he was gonna say anything to what she was saying, we was gonna be screaming gay, gay, gay. By the way, we have nothing but love for the LGBTQIAZ community over here. We don't care what you like, who you like, and how you like it. It ain't none of our business what you do in your bedroom. I ain't gonna knock a pork chop out your freaky ass mouth. Don't knock one out mine. Let's get back to the content.
When he going in there, his little extra money from the YouTube or whatever.
Let's go.
He was on a whole sabotage campaign.
Sacrifice in the mouth today.
Got him a dude. Cannon hooked him up with a dude that was paying, I don't know, $1,000, $2,000 to wear his t-shirt, just to wear a t-shirt on the show and whatnot. He sabotaged that.
He did.
And got him a deal with a company.
We not gonna let you do CS2 back like that now. Cause what about all these deals y'all was gonna do, and then the day Luce Cannon be in jail, the FBI friend buddies pick him up, or they about to ransack the house because of a hostage situation. Niggas was playing movie scenes in real life around this motherfucker. What about that? What about them business deals?
I forgot what the company. It was like a vape company, right? To just have the vape on the table when you're doing a show, whatever. He sabotaged that. Like he just was on this whole everything. He got him on the Haters World show. Yeah. I wish I can pull up this content. Hang on, let me see if I got it. He got him on the Hater World show and all that, and he sabotaged that. Like
Yeah.
it was supposed to be like a Rousers and Black Connect Unite thing. It's supposed to and he just totally messed that up. It was like he intentionally wanted them to bang on them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Wow.
It was going so good.
So good.
And he sabotaged it.
So
and y'all, I
good.
kid you not, I know y'all was mad at my husband, but that's all Wack's fault. So y'all need to go and run that up on his side because he's the one that
What'd he do?
intentionally sabotaged that. And
For a
mind you,
viral moment.
he begged to be on that show. I know y'all wanted canon only, and I really wish one of y'all would come on or go on your platform. You gotta come on my platform. Go on your platform and validate the fact that Wack didn't book that podcast. It was misguided through a female that used to work for you guys. And Wack was added last minute. Okay, and it wasn't to benefit anybody but himself.
As it should be.
Okay. Okay. Wack bringing Gigi on no jump. I don't give a shit. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? She sounds like a broken record. Okay, you're just repeating yourself over and over and over and over. Nobody cares. I'm sorry.
Ain't that what y'all did? See, people, it ain't fun when that rabbit got that pistol. You feel me? It ain't fun when that rabbit got that pistol, man. Shit gets spooky around here. Niggas start thinking and feeling different. When the other rabbit got the gizzard, when your man was free and he kept saying the same old BS, sugar plum, honey bear, softer than wet cotton. Then bleach in a shower on a shower floor. Man, then nobody want to hear all that. What are you talking about? You don't like it when a rabbit got the gun. Let's go.
And stop trying to act like this is about a pick me. It's not about no pick me. It's your own personal vengeance and vendetta. And I'm not about to talk about you because you're going to try to make this content and a reason for you to go live again. It's like everything. She actually went live and had my lips on there and tried to make it seem like someone was on my lips. Child, you have nothing better to do. It's like nobody thinks about her. So y'all could keep saying, I don't give a shit. And Adam really didn't want her on there anyway. They were talking crap. So if Adam don't control because Wack has some sort of deal where he could bring who he want on or whatever. But I bet you Adam gonna be clowning her ass because Adam was saying some shit the other day.
Yeah, I don't think nobody really gonna be too interested in that. You know what I mean? It's gonna be the same old stuff.
And then she went big on Flacco. Flacco didn't even mention no. Let me not even go there. Flacco didn't do nothing but just say no one wants to know about it. No one cares, which is the fact.
That's what I'm saying.
And if they care, whoever does care, go on her platform and go watch it. No, like enough is enough. Enough is enough.
For real. He ain't been with her in a minute. It's like, why is it still an issue? Like, but I know how the exes get. They get treacherous. We know that. You know what I mean? It is what it is. That's a part of the game.
Man, right?
She going big though. I see her putting up new content every day, all that. But we done. I ain't got to talk about her. But we already know the system. We seen Wack do this many a times. We know what he gonna try to do. You know, the shit don't last though.
It doesn't. It's not gonna last. He's just using her like a pawn, just like he used everyone else as a pawn. You know, when her time is up, he'll throw her to the dogs just like he do everybody else. If you look at his track record, Wack does this with everyone. And that's when he burns his bridges. He burns all of his bridges until he has no more use for you. Okay? This is why I really did I'm so upset that I even did this one business deal with him. I really do. And truth be told, all he did was refer me. So I didn't do no business deal. It was just a referral.
And he want all the credit though.
All the credit. All the credit. Okay. So ridiculous. Boy, bye. I don't give a shit. I don't want nothing to do with you. I blocked you. I blocked R&B. You're blocked. So, like, what else? That's why you want to go and do all this, talk all this smack. You're trying to use a woman to run this play. Listen. I'ma speak up. I'ma talk about you and all your peoples. Them. If that's the case, y'all want to run these fake stories that I'm dealing with a trainer. Y'all so goofy.
I remember that bullshit too. Stupid shit.
They took a scene from a TV show that I did before I met my husband. Okay, this is not no OnlyFans content, guys.
Hmm.
People, I am an actress, right? I've done things, I've done movies and whatnot. That was a scene from a TV show. The person that's in there is McKinley Freeman, very well-known actor. I don't know if you know who McKinley Freeman is. Okay, Jennifer Freeman is also in there. Ray J was also in there. Masika was also in. It was a funny film. It was on.
Hmm.
It was also on Urban Flex, funny enough, and Forest Bias Network because they combined at one point. But it's funny, I was doing all of that well before Batty and the Beast. I was around people that you've worked with and managed well before you've met me. You want to say that I'm a nobody, but I have done things with the people you've booked things for. You just mad that you didn't do it for me, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what your problem is with me. If you got a problem with my husband, keep it with my husband. Why would you go and try to turn around and take it out on me? That's some bitch ass move right there.
He been waiting to sabotage, I think, with Luce. He shit got too real. He like, wait a minute. Oh, here go my opportunity. Jump on it type shit. I feel like that's just how I feel because it's like he got too vicious too quick. You know what I mean? Too quick.
Way too easy. Like it shouldn't. It
Hmm.
shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. He should have been like, "I'm gonna call you back and call me." Like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't do that on the net. Don't do that.
Facts. But he want to hold that persona too of,
I'm
oh,
not,
you
I'm
fuck
not
with me.
your woman. You can't talk to me like that. I'm sorry. And them text messages that you showing, that's from between me and Wack. And I speak text a lot of I voice text, right? So I'll be like driving or voice texting. So the word was supposed to be beef, but it said be. So if y'all go back and read that and just change that word, I don't want to be with beef with anyone anymore. That it meant beef with anyone anymore. I'm sure y'all could read between the lines and see I was talking about an argument that
Yeah.
was going on with him and Wack and Act. Okay. Please.
It's funny the little tricks they play. You know what I mean? The
Tricks. Like
childish
if you
tricks.
find anything, Charisse is leaving her husband. She's breaking up with him. Really?
Yeah, they really love you. Them haters love you. It's amazing because they
Really?
be on it.
And then you know what's so funny? Adam posted yesterday. I don't know if it was yesterday or this morning. I saw it. Reposted a picture of me and Cannon kissing. But Adam is so messy.
See, Adam be listening to Wack, but he don't really be. He
He's
know
so
Wack is full of. You feel
messy.
me?
He said mood. He put mood.
He's seen this shit before. He like, yeah, all right. But I think he will listen to Wack when if Wack say, oh, don't, the back door. I mean the cock blocking shit, the blackballing shit. He gonna try to go with that,
Yep.
which is to me is so fucked up. It's really fucked up. That means you might have something to hide. You feel me? If you want,
Real
you
talk.
want to
He
spot.
definitely have a lot to hide. Okay. Best believe, like I said, my husband is not on one wiretap, but you know who is? You know who is? Not just once, but a few times.
I know Wack and Big U was hella tight. I know that.
You know
They
who
was
is?
moving.
So I'm just trying to understand why he wasn't picked up on the indictment when they actually have him on a wiretap talking to Big U about that
And
pertains to illegal activities.
and what's crazy, he got at Jim Jones for the same shit with no proof, but Jim Jones was on the wiretap, and Jim Jones got called the biggest rat in the world. And now
Mm-hmm.
look, Wack is on the wiretap.
Yep.
And we ain't gonna say they're not calling Wack a rat because you could go through the YouTube. A lot of different, people feel like that. But
Come
how does
on,
he know?
it is not just a few people saying it. So if the shoe fits, the shoe fits, and that's just the fact. Okay, and now he's on this whole big thing about trying to discredit Cannon and talk about, oh, he must be working. Okay, so if he was supposed to be working, what that makes you do then? That
Swear
makes
to
you
God,
that wasn't he like right? Like would you
right
ever
hand man.
what year? Like, come on now, cut it out, cut it out. It's like when people go like not cool anymore, then they just try to go and do
Yeah,
anything to sabotage you. It's just sad.
that's high school shit. You feel me? That's really high school shit. Now all of a sudden he's this and that when you were rocking with him every day. And we could pull up several interviews of how solid you talk about Luce Cannon. Oh, he's this, he that, you know what I mean? But now all of a sudden when he get locked up,
Yeah.
and that's the crazy part. He locked up too. That's the crazy part. That's cold mother. It's a cold world. I ain't gonna lie.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
dirty,
And
but
listen, okay. He said, Cannon said he's gonna be out in 2 days. Is he out?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
I'm trying to understand. I wished, okay? I ain't gonna hold you.
Of course you do.
Would have been okay dating a rat or married to a rat because you'd be home with me. But he's
When you're a
not.
civilian, yeah,
He is
that's
not.
all.
Okay? He's not.
And
So
he's a rat now because you heard he's getting out.
because I would be okay with it because you know what? At least I'll have my man here.
That's how a woman's supposed to
That's
think.
some
You know
real
what I mean?
shit.
Yeah, for sure. That's real shit for real. That's how a woman supposed to think, a real woman. But his whole basis, he's a rat because he said he's gonna get out. The fuck? He's a rat because he said he's gonna get out in 2 days. And who said that? Nobody even said that. Probably this dude is that's
No,
crazy, bro.
let me tell you, he only said that because he was jocking him for something else. It had nothing to do with nothing else. And I'm not even gonna say what it's for.
Yeah, this is just a funny world when soap opera, but we know the real and we see the fake tactics going on, so I can't rock with it and definitely could speak on it because that's what I do, content.
Right, right.
and and I'm not a type that'll rock with somebody and then turn around based on popular opinion or whatever because Wack is more popular and just dick eat like that. I'm sorry for the language, but
And
nah, I'm
then
a
he
rock.
want to talk about Cannon never been to his house because you don't have a house. R&B has a house. R&B actually has an apartment that you guys stay at, a 1-bedroom one at that, in Summerlin. I actually have friends that watch her go to the mailbox every day. They live in the same complex. So best believe I ain't going to tell people where you live, but I know your 1-bedroom apartment. And sometimes, I know she got children and stuff. So how all of y'all fitting in that 1-bedroom place? I want to know. But you know what? I get it because he has a small dick, so he don't really need that much room. He'll just be like, "Here, baby, squeeze right here." Oh, you know what I'm saying? Please, sit your bitch ass down somewhere.
A
Talking
lot
about
of people feel sad for his wife because he jumped.
all bark, little ass nigga.
He got with R&B real quick after he left his wife. That was super quick, but hey, I get it. He needs some companionship. That's what
Someone
it
said
is.
micro pee.
I shouldn't be laughing at that shit, but man, y'all, it's war.
Listen, he I don't know which women he got upset because he got a bunch of them little
Oh yeah,
a bunch of women that he be calling on FaceTime or whatever, and he'll find ways around R&B. Bless her heart. He'll go in a car. He'll wake up early before she get up. He'll be on Facebook. He be doing some Facebook stuff too. Like Facebook got them things. He have a
mm,
whole bunch of Facebook girls that he be just trying to jack off to. He got one of them jack off problems, and they
mm-hmm,
be recording everything.
mm.
Okay, it's bad. It's bad. And I'm not gonna be like everyone else, and I'm not gonna release no nude stuff. That's ridiculous. And best believe you're not gonna catch me on no revenge porn. that
Yeah. We already like we not surprised no more. Old girl exposed him. You feel me? And she told a lot about how he get down. And I really don't give a damn. That's his personal business. But it's funny as fuck though. Cause old girl, man, I want to find she. He tried to destroy her too, blackball her and everything else. But she's still out there. She's still around. I forgot her name, but same situation. Shit go bad. It go all the way bad with certain people. It can't be grown men and relationships on some cool shit. Nah, go bad, go bad. All y'all little whack minions, man. Y'all see how it go though. Feel me? Once it go bad, it's over.
man, oh
And
man,
once he don't need you, it's a wrap.
man, oh man. Hold on, let me see if I can just pause this. Who faces that?
Damn, they got him sleeping.
Nah, that's when he finished ejaculating.
Oh my god.
Yo, we got content. Oh shit.
Nah, Wack, you gotta be more careful. What big you? No, I ain't gonna do that. Oh man. And I'm sure it's a lot more. If you got that, it's out there. He gonna hate that shit.
Oh, listen. Whew. I'm
He
just,
said,
I'm trying to use my words wisely, Bush. I really am. I really am. I
did
feel
she?
so
He was
bad.
like, did she call me? Did she call me a bitch?
No,
Yeah,
I
he
called
called
you a
you.
bitch. This time, yes, I called you a bitch. I did. And did. I had OnlyFans and did.
Yeah, and
And did. I had a bunch of tricks before my husband and did. So the fuck what? So what?
he
I'm
grown shit.
You best believe I'm not one of them girls that's just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna be with you, and you're not gonna do nothing for me. Fuck out of here, please. That's a dumb bitch. I'm not gonna be wearing someone else's chain and not have my own. That's a dumb bitch. No, you're gonna do
Facts.
everything for me. That's why my man said you come first. That's why he did everything for me. He said, baby, listen, if anything were to happen to me, everything is for you. Why do you think this channel is popping? Because my man did that. I was like, baby, I don't really feel like doing all that. It's just sitting there just for my music videos. I kind of retired from
Mm-hmm.
that. I'm focused on other things. I want to do generational wealth stuff. I'm writing a book. I got, I'm doing a master class for Airbnbs. I want to actually get out of managing them and actually just teach people how to run them. So I'm doing all kind of other things. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm a mother. So my focus is not entertainment, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, baby, but still, I'm gonna do this. He could have easily done his own channel.
Mm-hmm.
He's so fast. He blew this up. This channel started at, I think it was like 3,500. It was about 3,500. Look where we're at now, over 30-something thousand.
He took it up.
You
He took
cannot say Cannon did not do that on his own. He
by
actually
himself.
told Wack about YouTube. Mind you, we were at some cowboy event or something for R&B's friend's birthday, right? And Cannon showed Wack how easy it was to make a bag off of YouTube. That's how broke Wack is. He's like, oh shit, I can make money. Oh shit. He showed him how to do it. He's like, that was the first time he actually did a whole video. And it was like, try to make some story up with Cannon, and he was right there. You can see, you guys could go back to that video. That was the first day Wack realized, oh snaps, I can make money on YouTube. Let me try to run this. He was on Clubhouse talking all them hours for free.
Yeah, and making
and
other people money.
Clubhouse TV, YouTube, they eating the bag.
For sure. I was making money off that shit too back in the day. I ain't gonna lie. When my first channel was Skin Down ENT, all these YouTubers, off of his content. Then he realized, oh shit, let me figure this out.
Yeah, I'm about to do a drop for you guys, for all you content creators that love to snip up stuff and repost. Just do this for me. WACK100, you're a bitch. You want to get it one more time? What's up? It's your girl, Charisse Mills. WACK100, you're a bitch. Now run that. Run that.
You give him permission?
I give you
that.
Use that.
Run, tell that. Ain't no woman with a right mind gonna take that type of disrespect and not have something to say. I mean, you dealing content, then let's go. Shit. The boy is weird for that. And everybody know it. Every real man know it. They lie, they're gonna lie about it, but they know.
Right.
They know.
Lumo the Great, I really wish he was getting out right now, but we're still fighting. Because he's not a rat.
Yeah. Let's kill all that. We ain't like, nah, we're not doing that. Wack, we already know Wack gonna say or do whatever he got to do. Lie.
Oh, no, he is bubble butt bitch. BBB. Bubble butt bitch.
Oh man, you said BBB.
We're gonna go, not Better Business Bureau. Bubble butt bitch.
Said Brazilian. Damn, that's crazy as hell.
He trying to call me big back. Yeah, that's not a bad thing. I'm sorry, honey. You seen his ass? People pay for his ass, sweetie. Sweet.
Yeah, he tripping. He definitely tripping. But his credibility is shot. Your credibility is still there. His is shot. So I don't even, you know what I mean?
And I'm not trying to get no credibility, y'all. I'm really not. I you saw in the text, I really don't want to have to be doing this. I would rather just focus on my baby and my businesses and be
Mhm.
there for my husband's calls when he called me. You know, we do have 1,000,001 calls a day, y'all. Okay, because I put plenty of money on his books and his homies' books and everybody else to make sure he can call me whenever he wants to. Right. So, with that being said, the only calls you guys hear are the ones we want you to hear. So, he does check in on his baby. He loves his son dearly. He loves his son so much. He asks about him every day. Actually and factually, he talks to him. He does do the goo goo gaga talks. He does all of that.
Good.
So I know a lot of you guys think that my husband does not ask about his child. It's because I don't want that on the internet. Actually tell him, hey, baby, you know, let's not say too much. I'm gonna say a little bit just to make them think, you know, hey, baby's here. You could hear him clearly in the background, right? But those particular calls, I keep for my son. So when my son
Right.
gets older, whatever, he can hear his daddy is always there, even if it's over the phone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
Okay.
private. Everything don't gotta be.
The Lord must have known this was gonna happen because he blessed me with a baby boy that looked just like him.
Little
Like,
Canaan.
Charisse, you're not gonna miss him too much because all you gotta do is look at his face.
Little Canaan.
That's
That's
it.
what's up. It's crazy. Wack. They said he was a goddad, and that's amazing that he's trying to take food out of the.
Oh no, he not no Rasta God
Yeah,
dad. He did not do
obviously not.
one thing for my son, not one thing. I will say this, and I'm not going to take away from what R&B did. R&B bought a breast pump from my registry. She's the only one that did something, but it really was for my son. It was for me. She bought me a breast pump for my milk stuff, so I won't take that from her, right? But Wack, on the other hand, not one card, not one balloon, not one toy, not one nothing. And listen, this is not a public service announcement to say you need to do anything for my son because he's well taken care of. Okay. He's well, we got companies sending him stuff for free, and I get him whatever he needs. Okay. Best believe that. If you see my son, you see he already just booked a big major campaign. Major. And I don't
Nice.
talk about things until it actually is done and photos are actually there and you know, but the deal is signed. But I wanted to photo shoot beyond the, you know, because you got a lot of bad-minded people that be wishing bad things on. I'm not gonna say that. But you know, so
shining. The haters,
we
they hate
give
it.
what we want to give on the internet. It is pre-recorded, you guys, so we know what we're putting out there. Okay, we know. We clear it with our lawyers already. We know all the things that are being said is not you guys want to say, oh, he's threatening. No, he's not. We're gonna have to get out, he's gonna have to face it. That's not threatening. That's not. What are we in? High school? Come on. You know what I'm saying? Go in the back, square up. All right, if y'all you know, y'all if the squabble was good, y'all got it out your system. Next. See, the thing about it is, right, California is a mutual combat state. So fighting mutually is not no offense or anything to that nature. And truth be told, Wack, you started this. Didn't you say it's war? It's war. Get your troops. You already got them. You know, you got your clubhouse people. They all, you know, looking mad goofy because you just want them to do all this stupid ass content that don't make no sense.
They don't have no opinions of their own. They listen to everything you say.
Own, and I feel so bad. I'm like, yo,
that shit is lame as hell. No
all
opinion
of
of
that
their own.
all kumbaya with Cannon. Y'all was like, Luce.
Yeah. Oh,
Luce. Oh yeah, putting his name in the titles because y'all know the names was running up the numbers, and now y'all want to bash him and talk all this crap. And what is up with y'all? Like I can tell you right now, right? Because you know you said his name was going to be dead in 30 days. I mean, it's been well past the 30 days, right? You said that right on your platform. If you go and post content without Luce Cannon's name in it, I would like for you to see what the numbers are. And then I'd like for you to post just one video with his name in it and see how the numbers spike.
Compare
it. Okay.
Compare it. It's diabolical how you trying to get Luce to get, you know, act out of pocket on the phone by attacking the man's wife. When he going through this, you're trying to provoke him. You gotta be careful of this dude. He a diabolical motherfucker. That's all I gotta say. Because if Luce actually heard the audio, you know, I think he would be, real beside himself about that. So people be trying to set people up too, though. on some next level shit.
No, and that's exactly what he's trying to do now, because he's known for this. You guys, it's just not something that I'm just saying out of my mouth. I know a lot of you've known Wack and his history. I didn't know prior because I saw videos after the fact. Cannon was getting the gist of it, and yes, you were right on one thing that you said. He knew you were doing certain things, but he allowed you to do it. He wanted to see how far you would go, and that is why Cannon started to blow up, and he said, "You know what? I don't fuck with you, and I don't fuck with this guy." Why? Because he was over it. He was like, "All right, I see where the play's at."
Mm.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna take long to figure out the bullshit.
He figured it out way before that, but he was just, he was being cordial, and I told him, "Honey, give him the benefit of the doubt." I was the voice of reason, mind you, right? The one you called a bitch, the one you wanted to act like I'm speaking out of turn. No, boo, I'm speaking for myself. Okay, I don't have to be quiet. I'm not one of them yes bitches. Okay,
No,
I'm not. I'm a boss. Okay.
Females deserve a voice too. Shit, the fuck, a girl gotta be quiet.
Women that are more submissive. I'm just not that type. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
There's a type for everyone. I'm not that type. Okay. And one thing my husband loves about me is that I speak up for myself, and I speak my mind, and I know what I want, and I go get it. That's it. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yep. Yeah. So, anyways, what else we want to talk about? Because we got caught up in all that. Oh, okay. So today they all got locked down. What Cannon was saying on the phone that you guys probably couldn't hear well. I didn't talk to him all day, so I was kind of nervous because we were supposed to do a podcast with two really cool people. I'm not going to say it just yet because we're going to probably do that podcast on Thursday the 8th. We're going to do that podcast on Thursday the 8th. So, put that in your calendar, Bush, if you want to get on there. I'm gonna see about getting one more person to join us for that, because we're gonna have two guests, one on virtually like this, and one that's in the celly. They're gonna join our live, and it's gonna be pretty big. But because they were locked down all day today, and they're probably back on lockdown now. The CO just let Cannon out real quick to make that quick call. We're gonna push it to Thursday. I already kind of spoke to the other people's on my phone, and they were like, maybe it's best we wait till the 8th anyways. So we're gonna do that, and it's gonna be a pretty big podcast because we're gonna update you on trials. We're gonna update you on what's going on with Cannon's indictment and things like that. We're also waiting for our continuance because right now Cannon's trial date is still set for June 19th. It has not changed, while everyone else's has.
Okay. Hey, salute to everybody that pulled up, man. I've been on the phone talking to my pops right there, man, just chopping it up. But Big stand on the media, Daddy stand on the media. My pops is crazy. Love him to death. So this look, I just want to know, bro. I just want to know. Do y'all think Charisse was making a lot of sense in this live? Did she make some real good pointers? You know what I'm saying? The debriefers. Salute to actor Chuck, Damu Kiwe Conversations, my man Deuce Sims in the building. Salute to him. But yeah, these dudes are the debriefers. They've been debriefing. And imagine this, man. Two gangsters. I'm talking about two hardcore gangsters, man. But they got two women that can't wait to get to the precinct and sit down and talk and drink a cup of coffee or a Diet Coke with a twist of lime and tell it all. They can't wait. They can't wait to go tell. Girl, give me a reason to tell. And I'm telling. Yeah, my mouth is still healing, y'all, for those that didn't hear me earlier. But I had to come with this content. And this would piss me off. I'm like, damn, why did I have to go to the dentist this Friday? I wish Charisse would have hit me in the back chat and told me she was going to do this. If she would have told me, I would have kicked that appointment another week, because I had so much to say about this live, and I couldn't do it. I didn't want to sound like that pig again. So anyway, I just need y'all to tell me. Hey, Henny in the gang. Salute to the Henny gang, Henny gang in the building. Henny gang in the building. Tell me though, was Charisse making some points in this live though? And the stage ornament guy, who is he? Who is Bush? Can someone tell me who this guy is? I don't know who he is. I would like to identify my guy with the green screen. We're going to play that Scandalous Los Angeles next. I know it was played last night. I don't care. We're going to play it again because y'all need to hear it. Let's get back to the content.
You know, they approved everyone else but his, which is kind of strange, right? But I think because the paperwork is they're still trying to figure it out, right? They're trying to figure out, okay, should we push it back further or not? Because I don't even think they're going to make the 26th, because y'all see all them documents in that
it's a lot.
In that discovery. It's a lot of documents. And funny thing is, Big U didn't even want to change the date. You know why? Because he's probably trying to get that Trump paperwork signed.
I thought he wanted a speedy trial, and then nobody else, the rest of the co-defendants didn't want it. I seen something about that.
That's exactly what happened. He wanted a speedy trial because there's nothing really else he can do about his case. So he's like, shit, let me just get it over with and then work behind the scenes to get my ass out. You know what I'm saying? So Cannon's still getting his continuance cleared and whatnot. It has nothing to do with him being a rat. Okay. Because if that's the case, we would have had another detention hearing and he would have been out of there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I would like to clear that up. Other than that, what else was being said? Oh, so, you know, a lot of people were discrediting Cannon for the Little Dirk interview, right? And trying to say that it was an ACK interview. You know, one thing I'm going to say is I appreciate ACK coming on our live last Sunday. I appreciate him being one of my guests. It just so turned out he actually interviewed me, and he was able to co-stream with me on his stream, right? And as you can see, my audio is not as good as his audio because I don't have mics and all that set up. So what we did was I three-way called ACK while Cannon had called me from the jail with her. So it may have looked like he had the phone and was doing the interview, but truth be told, he was three-way with me. Because Cannon made that.
Okay, that's bull light. He the one who has the video up on his YouTube. That's who I recently recorded the video. He had it on his page. It was damn near unedited. Yeah, I don't know if he still has it, but he did the no jumper incident. He had it on his page. I just recently watched it.
So, why do you think his first response when Ack was like, "Oh, you know we had Dirk on the call"? He's like, all right. Some hater ass.
That's some hater for real.
Come on, that was the real reason he blew up, because he was in his feelings. Why you didn't invite me on that interview? Why wasn't I on there?
Yo, Ack and Adam, be real men. You know what I mean? Don't let Wack control y'all narrative and y'all platform, because you know what? That's a dangerous world if y'all letting Wack control who y'all bring on the platform. And that's some sucker shit. We fuck with y'all. I'm not saying y'all suckers, but that'll be some real sucker shit. I ain't gonna lie, because if I build a platform from the bottom, ain't nobody telling me.
I keep saying Wack because Wack and Ack is so close in the names.
Nah, you got that nigga on your brain, girl. Stop playing. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me.
To see how she would react. He never.
Yeah, my mouth don't hurt that bad to do 607. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. On my mama, let's go.
It wasn't my number. He told Wack he's gonna text me and tell me he can't, and he never did that.
Just gonna let a little bit more of this run, and then we're gonna end it with Scandalous.
And I'm sorry to out you, Ack, but stop being, don't be a little bitch. Don't let no man run you. Don't do that. And I'm not calling you a bitch. I'm saying don't be. Okay?
No, it was implied.
Grown man.
It was implied.
Tell you how to run your stuff.
No, it was implied.
Friend. Do you not see what he did to everyone else? And Cannon, come on. Be smarter than that. You from the Caribbean. You know, you ain't no daughter.
Jamaican, Yachty. Stop playing. Stop playing.
And people want to talk about how, oh, I'm mixing different patois. I can do that. I got Jamaican friends. I got Trini friends. I was raised here in the States, but best believe my passport says I was born in Trinidad and Tobago. Just kind of always talk with a Trini accent. That'll make me Trini, sweetie. I'm the most Triniest woman for me because both my parents were born in Trinidad.
That's right.
I was born
Trini.
Talk your talk, girl. Trinidad.
I speak really good English with no broken patois normally, but I can turn it on and off when I want to. And I purposely mix different patois because that's just how I feel. If I feel like I want to call you Ras Clat, I'll call you Ras Clat. I'm not saying I'm Jamaican. I'm Caribbean.
New Yorkers do that all the time. Everybody out here.
Listen, my best friend is from Grenada. My best friend is from Barbados. My best friend is from St. Thomas. I got people from all different islands. So we're going to be mashing it up.
Mm-hmm.
My uncle is Marshall Montana. From my father. So come on, y'all can't discredit where I'm from and what I am. And when I act like, oh, you shouldn't be saying this, you shouldn't be saying the N-word. My grandfather is darker than you, Bush. Okay?
Yeah. That's probably some out of towners don't even know what's going on.
I was raised in Queens, New York. I went to Manhattan School of Music. I'm classically trained. I've sang for 3 major presidents. I've done many, many, many things. I've traveled the world. I speak and sing in 6 different languages. You guys just don't know. You may know me for the reality TV, Charisse, Bad and Bougie. You may know me for being Luce Cannon's wife. You may know me from other things, but there are a lot of things you may not know me because it's not your cup of tea or your genre or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I've done so many things and I've had my accolades, man. I tell you, WACK100 accolades.
Wake them accolades up, girl.
Do nothing what I do. Your bankroll ain't my bankroll. Okay.
Wake that up.
Can it act like he ain't got it because he didn't want to give it to you?
Ooh-wee.
Okay.
He got sicker.
Come on.
Nicki Minaj, Trini. She talked to
ain't no future in your fronting. That's what I'm talking about.
She talked British too.
Giving Light 706. What up?
That's a fact. She do.
Monique Hill.
This
Good morning. Good afternoon, beautiful. Good afternoon.
You want to go jock and make fun of Cannon with his sweetie? It's content.
That was a niche that he made.
You want to being jealous because he was doing things and made a whole character that worked.
It worked.
Misguided. I'm gonna need you to clip up a sweetie compilation. I'm gonna drop something special for y'all tomorrow. Have the best of Luce Cannon with his sweetie compilation, and I think I'm gonna do where I'm gonna drop some shorts too of moments of Luce Cannon that you guys, but will lighten up the mood because man, this week has just been crazy. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make y'all laugh a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make y'all laugh and cut the narrative with all this delusional nonsense with all these people. It's just like, yo, get over it already. Like,
these dudes trying to stomp a man while he's down. They want to stomp him into the mud. I ain't never heard no gangsters act like that too. With a dude is locked up.
No worse you can do at this point. So what you think you accomplishing at this point? Okay. If his charges stick, he's facing 20, 40, whatever. What more can you really do? They're not interested. Okay. They're not. I'm talking to you, bitch. They're not.
Wow. And what they gonna do? Celebrate? Nah, that's not gonna work. He gonna beat whatever's going up. But
they may celebrate.
That's that ain't gangster. That's all I can say. That ain't gangster.
It's really interesting to see how people just turn. That makes you really question those that you keep around you because it's like, damn. Really? Is that how you feel about me? For you to do the things that you do and say this and that, like what? What was the purpose? Really?
The clown, right?
Purpose?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
When y'all
like I said, it's like,
hold on. When y'all was in charge of the circus, it was okay for y'all to clown, but it's not okay for her to clown now. Okay. It's too much. I just want to know how y'all feel about Gigi joining forces with CS2 back. How some of y'all feel about it? Me personally, I look at it like this, man. You know, as long as whatever move she's making with that benefits her with minimum damage and repercussion, then you know, do what you got to do. Do what you need to do for you. I wouldn't do it, you know, at all. Under those, I don't care how much you can bring to the table. Me aligning with you, no matter what that can bring, for you know, I just, it's not worth it for me. But like I said, as long as if it minimized the blow, it helped her get whatever point across she needed to, and it minimized, you know, the damage, then I'm all for it. Real quick though.
Okay.
Let me just do that. Boom, boom. Run that back 1 second there. So look, I'm gonna support this this young queen one more time because we got a few people in here. 16 years old. She started when she was 15. Has a food truck. The food looks amazing. She's from Philly, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, I think she's from Philly. We're going to run this back, man, for promotion. If you are nearby, close to her, if you know someone in that town, share this information with them, man. Go out there and support this young queen. We're going to let her run a few times, man. Thank y'all for pulling up and for y'all support. Now support her. Let's go.
Okay, so the next spot we at, Tinga Finger out Philly. Now this is ran by 16-year-old Chef MJ. She started back when she was 15 years old. And then summertime, she gonna have them Uber Eats. She cooked every weekend. You see, your boy had to get them salmon egg rolls, yes sir, with the special sauce on there too. And you know I had to get them wings fried hard with a special sauce as well. She also offer catering and she do private events if you ever want to book her for that.
Ooh, that shit look good.
And you know I had to get me the chopped cheeseburger with the fries as well. And I seen the youngest playing ball and I told him, look, platter on me. Chef MJ whipped that up while I took off to go bust down the food. You see that platter was looking very great. I mean that sauce right there, you know I had to start off with that salmon egg roll off the rip. I mean, it got like the diced peppers in there. Oh man, I had to kill that. Salmon egg roll was on point. Can't go wrong with that. Then the
Man, them wings look like candy.
Finger out.
Hey, Sherm, you say the food fire? Yeah, man, that look fire, man. The first time I showed the video, man, I encourage somebody that wants to pay it forward on a Monday. You know what I'm saying? Get in contact with her and you know, pay for a couple of people's plate. First 3 people in line. Just throwing that idea out there. You know, I believe when you do stuff, you keep it in house. But that's just an idea I'm throwing out there. Maybe hint somebody might want to do that this time. You know, but we're gonna run it a couple of times, man. And like I said, if you know anybody that's in Philly around this area, man, get this girl's information. Give it to them. Go support this young queen, man. She out here doing God's work. Look at that fool. Let's go.
Philly. Now this is ran by 16-year-old Chef MJ. She started back when she was 15 years old. And then summertime, she gonna have them Uber Eats. She cooked.
I did this because of that, Drew.
Had to get them salmon egg rolls.
I did this just because of that, Drew, because you on lunch and you starving. I want you to watch this. Don't turn your face from the screen.
Yes, sir. With the special sauce on there too. And you know I had to get them wings fried hard with a special sauce as well. She also offer catering and she do private events if you ever want to book her for that. You see that food was looking good. And you know I had to get me the chopped cheeseburger with the fries as well. And I seen the youngest playing ball and I told him, look, platter on me. Chef M.
That's what I'm talking about. I love when he say that. Platter on me. All y'all line up. Platter on me. Doing God's work. Let's go. Oh, salute to my pops. You better be listening because I'm going to grill you when I call you. See if you, what did I say on my live? That's going to tell me if you heard me. The code word is, my man put it in the chat. Pops, if you listening, the code word is this. Bruh. I better hear you say that when I call you. That's going to let me know if you really watching or not. Let's go.
while I took off to go bust down the food. You see, that platter was looking
Big
very
shirt.
great. I mean, that sauce.
You say this
there, you know, I had to
hometown.
start off with that salmon egg roll off.
Salute to the hometown.
I mean, it got like the diced peppers in there.
Man, come on.
Man.
Come on now. Come on now.
The egg roll was on point.
We all know now. That look like candy. Them wings, this the last time. We're going to run it back. Let's go. We're going to run the CS2 back.
Now, this is ran by a 16-year-old chef, Chef M.
Yeah, I'm calling him out.
15 years old. And then summertime, she gonna have them Uber Eats. She cook every weekend.
Look at that now. Come on now.
Them salmon egg rolls.
You all know now. That look good. We all know now.
I had to get them wings fried hard.
Let me go get my watches.
As well. She also offer catering and she do pockets if you ever want to book her for that. You see, that food was looking good.
Spicy.
And, you know, I had to get a chopped cheeseburger with the fries as well. And I seen the youngest playing ball, and I told him,
come on, y'all, come eat.
Chef MJ whipped that up.
Platter on me.
Off to go bust down the food.
I love that.
See, that platter was looking very great.
That's right.
See, that sauce.
All right.
Right there, you know I had to start off with that salmon egg.
I don't even eat salmon, but let's go.
Like the diced peppers in
I don't even eat salmon, but that looks so good. I ain't even gonna hold you on my mama. Yeah.
Point. Can't go wrong with that.
Big back. That's a big back plate right there on my mama. Yo, man, go support that young queen. She started when she was 15. She had a nickel and a dream, went out there and put it together, made it happen, and booming at 16. At 16, man. That's why I don't want to hear nothing from these Gen Zs. I don't want to hear nothing. If you ain't out here moving like that, inspiration and getting inspiration from something like I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. Come on, man. Salute to that queen, man. She had a nickel and a dream and put it together. Salute to Philly. Show her some love, man. Really go show her some love. So this video, WACK100 dry and wet lie snitching compilation. It's most scandalous Los Angeles TV. I was late when he put his video out. Usually I'm one of the first ones to click. And yeah, man. I couldn't believe it. I was like 30 minutes late. But it was beautifully put together. Listen to what his message is while he's showing you this and telling you this. He's showing you that this man is a rat, is an informant, is a dirty individual who ain't playing fair. He will throw anybody under the bus. He's showing you a lot of different things. It's more than just he's an informant and a rat. It's way deeper than that. You know, I think we get caught up on that. He's an informant, he's a rat. I mean, there's a lot of people that cooperate and tell and do all that stuff that don't gang bang, that ain't gangsters, that ain't none of that, that ain't this, that ain't that. It's what he's doing, it's how he's doing it, the reasons he's doing it. It's all of that. And then the pattern of of him doing it. Let's go.
I was just going through YouTube and I went to my favorite hip hop platform.
Yeah, man. I sound like how Wack looked like when he got smacked at the Novo. Whoa. And jumped off the stage with Kanye West. If he can't save Yeezy, who can? Yeah, no, my mouth's still a little swole. I'm about to shut up, play this video, icy, get it down, but I have my moments. When it's down, I'm back to normal. Then I get to talking too much, and then get the gums get to flailing. Then I'm back to sabotage. But I'll be good in a couple of days, a few days. Helen, don't you worry, I'll be back. You know what I'm saying? I'll be CS2 back. You just make sure you pull up. Alex Mack, you make sure you here. Dag no, salute, my guy. Salute to everybody that pulled up, man. Let me stop interrupting and get to the content. Let's go.
World Star Hip Hop. And I got some bad news. I found out that my big homie was talking to the cops.
Been doing that, nigga. Where you been at?
Who, me? Bro,
nigga said, who me?
You know, I ain't gonna be no everybody big you
who me?
This Kelly, you know, bro, I told.
He called you WACK100. How do you feel about that?
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. For years, CS2 has painted himself as the shot caller of the West Coast. But behind the chest-pounding and street talk lies a paper trail of betrayal, contradictions, and cooperation. Big U, Jay Diggs, Jimmy Henchman, Marion Knight, and Compton Rick Rock are just a few of the names that at some point Porky has lie-snitched and attempted to implicate in some type of crime. And let's be clear, it's not just men. Porky even publicly ratted on Krishan Rock, on camera, offering up information to the police, like it was evidence in court. One minute he's aligned with you. The next, he's flipping your story to fit his narrative. All while claiming to stand on real principles. For the last couple of days, Porky's been praising and quoting the 48 laws of power like gospel. He's been ranting and raving about it, as if he's some tactical war strategist. But here's one of the 48 laws that Porky must have forgotten about. Law number 16, use absence to increase respect and honor. Once you've become well known, don't wear out your welcome. The more you're seen and heard from, the more you cheapen your brand. It says don't wear out your welcome, and I think we can all agree that Porky has long overstayed his. It also says, the more you're seen and heard from, the more you cheapen your brand. And let's be honest, Porky is on Clubhouse every day, and all night. Usually next to sidekicks, like Bacon Grease Beast. That alone speaks volumes about how far his brand has fallen. Can you name any other so-called celebrity who sits on Clubhouse around the clock? What other entertainment manager do you see more than the artists they claim to represent? So this video is just a reminder of how Wiretap Wack, the lie rat, has been moving for years. This is exactly why we know that Porky is, and always has been, CS2.
Seen DJ Khaled taking pictures with Big U. I knew what that was. That was the old LA shuffle, the old LA squeeze. Okay. Did he talk about Fats? Oh, Fats put Big U on his pockets. Damn. Big U tried to take off on Nip, and Fats took off on Big U and set him on his pockets. In front of everybody. A week later, Fats was out of here. Every last one of these motherfuckers made up their own rules when they wanted to. They sick the police on their enemies. They sick the police on their enemies. They sick the police on their enemies. This is crazy out there. It's real shit.
We only talked about you a little bit.
Right. Now, unless he want to talk about how he lined his son up to get killed for the insurance money.
See, what is
we
that?
Ain't talking. We can talk about it. We ain't talking about it. How he got some responsibility in getting, old boy killed that they love up there in the Bay. These niggas roll blunts with their kids and pop perks with their kids because they think it's cool.
Why do you think he gave his son lean?
It ain't about thinking, it's about what we know.
How do you know that?
Did he collect the life insurance?
I don't know. Do you know?
Well, that's a fact.
Even if that was true, don't you think
that's a fact.
It's kind of ugly to be bringing that to the table.
Yeah, that ain't he got the other man smoked. They sick the police on their enemies. They sick the police on their enemies.
Yeah, so he told you, he tried to get you to bring him up there and told you he was coming up there to check us.
Yeah, that was the first thing he was saying.
So where you know this is from? Where you know what Jay?
I know him from the shop, from the little weed shop that we used to run. We used to run a little weed warehouse.
I don't know this, bro. Why does he?
Because that's how I know Rick. That's how I know Rick Rock too. Because Rick Rock used to do the security at the warehouse, and I think that's how Rick Rock know him too.
That's the spot that got hit.
Yeah. Yep,
for like the 40.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that was one of my spots. Yeah. So Rock, he was security for Jay Reed to come over. That's how we all know each other. But I don't that nigga. Man.
Yeah. Well, wait, that was your spot.
Yeah, that was one of them, yeah.
You know Jay Reed lined that spot up. Why you think I know it got hit for 40?
Oh shit.
Let me see if you can guess who he had do it.
Rick Ross.
They sick the police on their enemies. They sick the police on their enemies. Lying under a fake name.
How did you originally get into it?
Then he lined that girl up and had her killed.
Yeah, hold on, Wack. I want to hear this though. Hey, gang,
I said why he got that lady killed in his penitentiary picture lined up.
This is an informant.
They sick the police on their enemies. They sick the police on their enemies.
Gilly and his two sons come to the road of 60s all day with his direction from Big U, and he ain't put together why somebody over there would tell him and his two kids to take everything off.
They sick the police on their enemies. They sick the police on their enemies. After the murder, when Quando went back to Georgia, what did he immediately do?
Dropped his flag?
There it goes. What was he claiming?
Roll 60 script.
Where Brick Baby from?
Roll 60 script.
What you think the police told Quando?
That the Roll 60s set him up?
Who you think he checked in with?
Roll 60s?
With who?
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
I'm
not going to say
listen.
it. Yeah.
Listen.
I'm not going to say it.
No, listen. They sick the police on their enemies. They sick the police on their enemies.
Hi, sir. Are you the manager?
I don't understand. Like, she just broke all the windows out of her other spot. She just broke all the windows out of her other spot.
Why are you lying?
Okay, here go the address. Y'all can pull it up. Was you not arrested? Here goes the address.
I was not arrested.
Look, my editors, we shooting a thing here for 3 weeks. They've been here for 3-4 weeks. She don't even know the code of that door. Tell her to walk out the door. Of course we changed it, right? That's what you do.
How did I get in my house? I didn't break in, right?
How was this your home? I paid $1.4 million for this house. I paid $1.4 million for this house. I paid $1.4 million for this house.
I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm not trying to argue with you.
Didn't I just talk to you the other day and tell you not to come to my home?
You did not know.
I didn't talk to you the other day?
No, you threatened.
I threatened you.
No, we're not doing that.
You wasn't on the phone with me and I said, do not go to my home.
We're not doing that, bro. We're not doing that, bro.
I manage all the homes. I manage all the homes. I manage all the homes.
I'm sorry, y'all, but I just had to point this out. This guy Porky just said he paid $1.4 million for that house, making him the homeowner. Not even 60 seconds later, Porky stopped being the owner and became the manager of the home. So Porky paid $1.4 million to be a house manager. You can't make this shit up.
My artist is on the way. Does she know? Exactly, but I do all the financing, I manage, I pay all the bills. What's up with you though? You really going for this?
She's my manager.
It's fine, that doesn't mean anything.
She's supposed to be here? Let's be real. Has she been in the work?
Speak up, Jay.
She doesn't live here. She doesn't live here. She doesn't live here. Yo, he on the way.
No, she lives here, bro.
Don't ask her. Aren't you supposed to be her manager? Oh, yeah. So why are you?
She's not my manager, bro. She's my real manager.
Why are you?
The nigga Jonathan you're talking about, your artist, is my manager.
No.
Hey, can I talk to her?
We don't build her no more. We don't build her no more. We don't build her no more. Future old trick some money. So me, Trick, and Big U was real close at the time. Me and Big U on a red-eye flight to Atlanta. We coming to LAX. We coming through the security, putting our bag through the thing. Who we see on the other side? Future and the girl that's with the football player.
Also,
Suge Knight goes over there to the studio for no reason. Does some BS. Rodney gave him some beats. Actually sold him some beats. He was getting $100,000 a beat. He gave him 3 beats from Michelle LA for $150,000, 50 apiece. He said, if you're gonna buy 3, I'm gonna look out for you. Suge waits a few months. I need my money back. I'm just gonna keep this one. Well, that's $100,000. Or you can send them all back. Keep them all 3 for 50 apiece, or whatever you keep, it's 100 each. I want my money back. Okay, great. Suge sends somebody over there, a representative, somebody you know that I won't say their name because that's your friend, to pick up the money. Waits 3 days. Hey, Hey, what's up, homie? Where you at? Bring me my money. You sent your guy. I ain't sent nobody. What you talking about? What do you mean? The guy came by, said, I'm here to pick up the money for the 3 beats, touch. Right? I gave it to him. He from the other side. I'm this, I'm not, I'm this. Listen, shit, I'm not gonna play the games. I got my beats back. I gave the money to him. That's it. So the double whammy's going on. He chased Rodney around, called Rodney at the studio, came in there, collared Rodney up, roughed him up, did a few things. I get a call. Yo, Wack, what's up? Yo, you heard what happened? No, he tells me. He said, tell him I'm a God-fearing, tax-paying citizen. And I know he got homies, but I got homies too. Called the FBI. If he come playing with me again, I'm calling my big homies. And I always took note of that. Y'all remember? Kanye West party. Benjamin? Uh-oh. Bus on him. On Pyro, Jimmy told that nigga on this phone number, on the 3-way, hey, keep playing.
Wow.
I sent you a message already and got you shot in the ass.
Big talent.
Keep playing, I'ma have 5,000, raise that barrel up a few more feet. What you trying to do? You want to call me up? Let's run this. Exclusive. Since let's run this. Last week, I get a call from her. She say, Big U is trying to put a murder on Luce Cannon. But I said, what? Yeah, the murder on Money Mike from 6-0. I said, I ain't got nothing to do with Luce Cannon. Right? They say it's a video out and he needed for the attorney. I ain't thinking. I'll make a few phone calls. The video been floating. I get it to her.
Wow. Now let's stop there. Now this is where I'm a little confused that maybe some of the people that's in the chat can help me out. Now he said this video was out there. It's been floating, circulating, percolating. Hey, I'm talking about. But if he needs to get it, to give it to Luce Cannon to clear Luce Cannon, that means that the feds don't have this said footage. They don't have this video, is what it sounds to me, right? He knows where to get it, and he's saying this on social media. He's saying this on where was he at? Where was he at when he was having this conversation? Oh yeah, he was on the Exposers, right? So that's on YouTube. He was on YouTube when he said that, and he knew it was floating around, and he knew how to get it. But ain't that some type of violation of the like? He knew about a video, and he knew how to get said video, but that's okay. Like, it's okay for him to know about a said video floating around and get it and then give it to somebody else, all willy-nilly like that. It's okay for him to do that. Because I'm just trying to think, like, if that was me and I said that, I'm just shooting the shit on YouTube, and I say, yeah, man, I know about, that murder, man, the dude that got murdered. Yeah, man, it's this video floating around, you know what I'm saying? I know a few people that may have that video. I know how to get to that video, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna make a few phone calls and I'm gonna get that video to you. I don't know. I just see the law putting maybe accessory to murder, trying to put the murder on, at least investigating me, asking me some questions. I don't know. Maybe am I reaching? Is it perfectly legal and fine for him to know about some video floating around about a murder, and then he obtains that video and gives it to someone? Why do he always have access to these videos? Let's finish.
I wait 3 days. I say, did they charge him with the murder?
Wack, all due respect, you should listen to the video yourself, dog.
Flat.
You need to listen to it yourself, dog.
I ain't listening. If she called me, this what it is.
What it is.
Look, Cash Rule says she called me, that's what I'm riding with. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know what this is from? This is from you ever seen me let somebody go at me this much? Okay, so now I'm doing what I'm doing. And
Well,
this is gonna be. However it's gonna be.
Yeah, do
And whatever
what you
else
do.
they want it to be and keep rolling, we can keep rolling. So here we
Okay.
go. You right back. So then I
Somebody
sit
send it to your
back
phone.
and I asked, I said, did they charge Luce with the what you mean? You told me that Big U put a on him about money right. Right? You asked for the video that been floating around. I made some calls and got it to show it ain't him. Right? 2 days after that, guess what I started hearing?
What?
They're gonna let him out.
The other day.
Uh-oh. Loose cannon, they gonna let him out. Sweetie! He gonna be out here saying, Sweetie, I told you I didn't tell. Like Dale. Yo, that's the end of that clip, man. Listen, I'm you know I gotta keep it short. But yeah, man, I just wanted to come and play those videos. I thought what she said last night was very, very, very entertaining, to say the least. She did make some good points, though. I can't lie. I won't take that from her. She made some good points. Scandalous Los Angeles TV, salute to him. When I touch down in Cali, I can't wait, cause I gotta link up with you and do some real work, bro. Cause you out here doing the Lord's work. Again, salute to you for that video. Well put together. Shade, salute. He lying. They still trying to put their cases together using these interviews and people steady running their mouths instead of being quiet. Yeah. Well, that's the game. That's the name of the game nowadays, you know? All of this right here is just out and about snitching and working. And then you just have people that ignore it. Act like they don't even see it. Like they don't understand it. They don't see what's going on. The cooperation and the lining somebody up to just plain lying and putting a case on somebody because you got two or more people to corroborate the story and say that they were there or they were a part of it. And now it's a case. And then you add gang enhancements to it, and RICO charges and all that good stuff to it. So yeah, it's a dangerous, dangerous game out here, man. That's why I say stay educated, stay vigilant. As much as you may not want to pay attention to what's going on, I think you need to. It's your best interest, your kids' interest, all that good stuff, to be on top of it. All that good stuff. Do y'all remember? Let me read this and then we're going to get up out of here. I'm not going to hold y'all no more. Do y'all remember the replay from back in the day when Wack told everybody that, oh man, I used to make jokes about it. Do I remember it? Nose dive off the 405 freeway. I'm Straight No Chaser. That's my YouTube. If you go find my page, you go back a little bit, you can see, man, I made all type of videos about that. All type of titles. Nose dived off the 405 freeway. Played off of people's compassion for people who suffer with suicide. They played off of that. They made a lot of money off of that. You know, they got a lot of views off of that. That was one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen. And that was in the beginning on social media, like in real time, seeing that play out was disgusting. You had a few actors that came in there with the fake tears and the fake sob stories, but not all of them was fake. A lot of people really felt for CEO Reek, and then people that they know personally that's suffering with suicide and suicide thoughts and stuff like that. Yeah, that was one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen. Ever. Nasty work. D Twin, the nastiest of the nastiest. And then he backtracked off of that. You know. Then, CEO Reek was like, I never said it. I wasn't the one who said it. I just left the app. Like, nigga, shut up. You participated in that sucker shit. People really out here suffering from that. That's the type of people y'all are. Y'all play off the pains of our people. Yeah. Real disgusting. Nothing about that was cool, by the way. I will never be a channel that stamps sucker shit and makes it like it's normal and it's okay just because it's going on and it's happening and other people have made it a norm. That's not a norm for everybody. To play with an illness like that in a situation like that was the lowest of the low. I had already had a little respect for CEO Rick at that point. I had lost all respect for CEO Rick at that point. Wack too. CEO wasn't the only one. And Wack damn sure wasn't innocent. And all that. But yeah, I definitely remember that. I clowned them every chance I got. Every chance I got. But anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I'm not gonna hold y'all no longer, man. But I definitely do appreciate y'all pulling up and working through this with me. I'm healing every day. Today is day 3. They say the day of the when you get the work done in your mouth, the first day is ground zero. So I thought I was ahead of the game, but I'm not. But anyway, I think I'm a lot more ahead than I am. Than I should have been, because when I'm not doing this, I'm icing, doing my salt, gargling and all that stuff, and staying away from sharp foods, stuff like that. I'm still eating soft stuff like Jello pudding, soup. So I'm trying to get back as soon as possible because I think this week is gonna go up. I don't know why. I just feel like it. I feel like this week is the week that shit is gonna go up. I don't know. I just feel it. Sherm is in his giggly bag today. He's been joking his ass off this morning with the Sabotage. Yeah, I hear you. Take your jabs now, because when I'm good, I'm like, niggas, I'm putting belt to ass. I'm telling you, just get it out now. Because I'm going to put belt to ass on any comment I seen anybody trying to crack jokes and joke around like this Comedy Central around this, like this Kid and Peele around this. One of my favorite shows too. Hey, them niggas is funny. Say what you want to say, but Keegan Michael Key and Jordan Peele, them two niggas is funny. That show was hilarious. I know that was supposed to be like Dave Chappelle replacement and all, and can't nothing replace Dave Chappelle at all, because the Chappelle show, legendary. Man, if I could just find that clip real quick of one of them episodes I love, man, I would play it. Let me see real quick, then we're gonna get them out of here, I promise. Let me see if I can find it. Oh my god, man, that shit funny. Oh man, why am I like this? Why? I think it's Selena's fault why I'm like this. I think it was like, man, that oh no, I could put it like, I think that's what that episode was. Oh, he got so many though. Yeah, he got so many though. This nigga's funny. Should I just do that part? Should I do the? No, I'm just do this part. That's 6 minutes. I'm not gonna do y'all like that. Oh man, this is one of my favorite episodes. When that nigga was when he was black George Bush. Yeah, that shit's funny. That nigga is crazy. Oh, that nigga crazy. That nigga said oil. Who said something about oil? Bitch, we cooking? Oh, that nigga funny, man. Salute to Dave Chappelle, man. But I'm putting belt to ass. When I get better, Sherm getting that belt to ass, bro. Anyway, man, thank y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all can go in there and support your local favorite YouTuber now who's out here grinding and went live. I don't want to take up none of their time and they shine. Salute to everybody. Salute to the team. Salute to my pops, man. I appreciate you, man, from the heart. You know that. Love you. I'll be seeing you soon. It was a good ride. But now I got to move to bigger and better things and better pastures. Because like Charisse said, God take care of kids and fools. Even though it was babies and fools, but she was halfway right. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Let's get out of here. Let's go. Bitch, we cooking. Oh, said something about oil. Bitch, we cooking. Hilarious. Hey, I can still rap. Don't get it effed up, though. You know what I'm talking about? I do this for real.